Welcome, seekers of truth and enlightenment. Today we embark on a profound journey into the depths of our consciousness, exploring the intricate dynamics between the higher self and the lower self. This video aims to guide you through understanding these two aspects of our being and provide practical steps to connect with your higher self. In our fast-paced modern world, it's easy to get caught up in the demands of everyday life, losing sight of the deeper, more meaningful aspects of our existence. This exploration is a call to return to our true nature, to align with the wisdom and guidance that resides within us all. Understanding the higher self and lower self. To begin, let's define what we mean by the higher self and the lower self. The higher self is often described as our true essence, the purest form of our being. It is the part of us that is eternal, connected to the divine, and aligned with universal truths. The higher self embodies love, wisdom, and peace, and it always seeks to guide us towards our highest potential and purpose. In contrast, the lower self is tied to our ego and the material world. It is the part of us that is driven by fear, desires, and survival instincts. The lower self is concerned with immediate gratification, security, and the preservation of the self as an individual entity. While it plays a necessary role in our daily lives, helping us navigate the physical realm, it can often lead us astray if left unchecked, pulling us into cycles of negativity, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. The role of the ego. The ego is a central player in the dynamic between the higher self and the lower self. It acts as a mediator, shaping our identity and how we perceive the world around us. The ego is neither inherently good nor bad, it simply is. Its primary function is to protect and define us as individuals. However, problems arise when the ego becomes overly dominant, overshadowing the guidance of the higher self. When the ego is in control, we may find ourselves trapped in patterns of judgment, comparison, and fear. We might cling to material possessions, status, or relationships in an attempt to validate our self-worth. The ego thrives on separation, convincing us that we are distinct and separate from others and from the divine. This illusion of separation can create feelings of isolation and disconnection, making it challenging to access the wisdom of the higher self. Connecting with the higher self. The journey to connect with your higher self is one of inner exploration and self-awareness. It requires us to quiet the mind, transcend the ego, and tune into the subtle whispers of our true essence. Here are some practical steps to help you on this path. 1. Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for quieting the mind and creating a space for the higher self to emerge. By practicing mindfulness, you become more aware of your thoughts, emotions, and reactions, observing them without judgment. This awareness helps you to detach from the ego and its incessant chatter. Meditation goes a step further by allowing you to enter a state of deep stillness and inner peace. Through regular meditation practice, you can cultivate a stronger connection to your higher self. Begin with simple breathing exercises, focusing on the breath as it flows in and out. Gradually, you can explore more advanced techniques such as guided visualizations, mantra repetition, or silent sitting. 2. Self-inquiry and reflection. Self-inquiry is the process of asking deep, introspective questions to uncover the truth of who you are. It involves examining your beliefs, motivations, and patterns of behavior. By questioning the assumptions of the ego, you can peel back the layers that obscure your higher self. Start by setting aside time for regular self-reflection. Keep a journal to document your thoughts, insights, and experiences. Ask yourself questions such as, who am I beyond my roles and labels? What are my deepest values and desires? And how can I align my actions with my higher self? Be patient and compassionate with yourself as you explore these questions, allowing the answers to unfold naturally. 3. Aligning with your values. Living in alignment with your core values is a powerful way to connect with your higher self. Your values are the guiding principles that reflect your true essence. When you act in accordance with these values, you create harmony between your inner and outer worlds. Take time to identify your core values and reflect on how they manifest in your life. Are there areas where you are compromising your values for the sake of the ego? How can you make choices that honor your higher self? By consistently aligning your actions with your values, you strengthen your connection to your true nature. 4. Embracing compassion and love. The higher self is inherently loving and compassionate. To connect with this aspect of yourself, practice extending love and compassion to yourself and others. This can involve acts of kindness, forgiveness, and empathy. Begin with self-compassion, treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a dear friend. Recognize that you are a work in progress, and it's okay to make mistakes. Extend this compassion to others, seeing beyond their egos to the divine essence within them. By fostering a heart-centered approach to life, you create a fertile ground for the higher self to flourish. 5. Listening to your intuition. Intuition is the voice of the higher self. It often speaks to us through subtle feelings, insights, and inner knowing. To connect with your higher self, practice listening to your intuition and trusting its guidance. Cultivate a relationship with your intuition by paying attention to the sensations and feelings in your body. Notice when you have a gut feeling or a sudden insight. Practice following these intuitive nudges, even if they don't always make logical sense. Over time, you will become more attuned to the wisdom of your higher self. Exploring the signs of the higher self. As you begin to connect more deeply with your higher self, you may notice certain signs and experiences that indicate its presence. These signs can serve as confirmation that you are on the right path and encourage you to continue your spiritual journey. Here are some common indicators of the higher self. Increased inner peace. One of the most profound signs of connecting with your higher self is a sense of inner peace and calm. This peace is not dependent on external circumstances, but arises from a deep inner knowing and alignment with your true nature. You may find that you are less affected by stress and more capable of maintaining a state of equanimity, even in challenging situations. Heightened intuition. As you strengthen your connection to your higher self, your intuition becomes more pronounced. You may experience clearer insights, intuitive nudges, and a stronger sense of inner guidance. Trusting and acting on these intuitive messages can lead to more harmonious and aligned choices in your life. Synchronicities. Synchronicities are meaningful coincidences that seem to occur with perfect timing. These events often serve as guidance or validation from your higher self. For example, you might think about a friend and then receive a call from them shortly after. Or you may come across a book or resource that provides exactly the information you need at that moment. Pay attention to these synchronicities, as they are signs that you are in tune with the flow of the universe. Authentic expression. When you are aligned with your higher self, you naturally express yourself more authentically. You feel comfortable being true to who you are, without the need to conform to others' expectations or societal norms. This authenticity allows you to connect more deeply with others and create more meaningful relationships. Heightened awareness. A deep connection with your higher self brings a heightened awareness of the interconnectedness of all things. You may experience moments of profound clarity and insight, where you see the underlying unity and purpose in life. This awareness can inspire a greater sense of compassion and a desire to contribute to the well-being of others and the planet. Overcoming challenges on the path. The journey to connect with your higher self is not without its challenges. The ego may resist the changes and growth required to align with your true nature. Here are some common obstacles you may encounter and how to overcome them. Ego resistance. The ego thrives on familiarity and control. When you begin to challenge its dominance, it may respond with resistance, fear, or doubt. Recognize these reactions as a natural part of the process and practice self-compassion. Gently remind yourself of the deeper truth you are seeking and continue your practices with patience and persistence. External distractions. The modern world is full of distractions that can pull you away from your inner journey. To stay connected with your higher self, create a supportive environment that minimizes these distractions. Set aside dedicated time for meditation, reflection, and other spiritual practices. Limit your exposure to negative influences such as excessive media consumption or toxic relationships. Self-doubt. Doubting your ability to connect with your higher self is a common challenge. Remember that the higher self is always present within you, and it is your birthright to access its wisdom. Surround yourself with supportive and like-minded individuals who can encourage and uplift you on your journey. Seek guidance from spiritual teachers, books, or resources that resonate with your path. Impatience. Spiritual growth is a gradual and ongoing process. It's important to be patient with yourself and trust that each step you take is bringing you closer to your higher self. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and remain committed to your practices. Over time, you will notice significant shifts in your consciousness and overall well-being. Practices to deepen your connection. To further enhance your connection with your higher self, consider incorporating these additional practices into your routine. Nature connection. Spending time in nature can help you reconnect with your higher self. Nature has a way of grounding us and reminding us of the inherent beauty and harmony in the world. Take regular walks in the park, hike in the mountains, or simply sit by a river or ocean. Allow the natural environment to inspire a sense of awe and reverence, and use this time to reflect and meditate. Creative expression. Engaging in creative activities such as art, music, writing, or dance can be a powerful way to connect with your higher self. Creativity allows you to tap into the flow of inspiration and express your true essence. Don't worry about the outcome or perfection. Instead, focus on the joy and freedom of the creative process. Sacred rituals. Incorporate sacred rituals into your daily life to honor your higher self. This could involve lighting a candle, creating an altar, or performing a simple ceremony that holds personal significance. Rituals can help you create a sense of sacredness and intention, deepening your connection to the divine within. Gratitude practice. Cultivating gratitude is a powerful way to align with your higher self. Regularly expressing gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance and opens your heart to the blessings in your life. Keep a gratitude journal, listing things you are thankful for each day. Reflect on the positive aspects of your experiences and express appreciation for the lessons learned. Integrating the higher self into daily life. Connecting with your higher self is not just a spiritual practice, it's a way of living. Here are some ways to integrate the wisdom of your higher self into your daily life. Mindful presence. Practice being fully present in each moment, bringing mindfulness to your daily activities. Whether you are eating, working, or spending time with loved ones, be fully engaged and aware. This presence allows you to respond to life from a place of authenticity and alignment with your higher self. Intentional living. Set clear intentions for your day and your life. Intentions are powerful because they direct your energy and focus towards what truly matters to you. Each morning, take a few moments to set intentions that reflect the qualities and values of your higher self. Throughout the day, remind yourself of these intentions and align your actions accordingly. Compassionate action. Let compassion guide your interactions with others. Seek to understand and empathize with the experiences of those around you. Offer support, kindness, and encouragement whenever possible. By acting with compassion, you create a ripple effect of positivity and connection, strengthening your bond with your higher self. Self-care and well-being. Prioritize your well-being by taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental health. The higher self thrives in a balanced and nourished body and mind. Ensure you are getting enough rest, eating nutritious foods, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Regularly check in with yourself and address any areas of imbalance or stress. Service to others. Engaging in acts of service can be a profound way to connect with your higher self. When you contribute to the well-being of others, you align with the higher purpose of love and unity. Look for opportunities to volunteer, support your community, or simply offer a helping hand to someone in need. Service shifts your focus from the ego's desires to the greater good, fostering a deeper connection to your true essence. Embracing the journey. Remember, the journey to connect with your higher self is unique to each individual. There is no right or wrong way to explore this path. Trust your intuition and follow the practices and teachings that resonate with you. Be open to new experiences and remain curious about the unfolding of your spiritual journey. As you continue to deepen your connection with your higher self, You will likely experience profound transformations in your life. You may find greater clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. Relationships may become more authentic and meaningful. Challenges may be met with greater resilience and wisdom. Ultimately, you will discover a sense of wholeness and unity that transcends the limitations of the ego. Final words. Connecting with your higher self is a transformative and empowering journey. It requires dedication, mindfulness, and an open heart. By cultivating practices such as meditation, self-inquiry, value alignment, compassion, and intuition, you can deepen your connection to your true essence and live a life that reflects your highest potential. Remember, the higher self is always within you, patiently waiting for you to turn inward and listen. Embrace this journey with love and curiosity, knowing that each step brings you closer to the divine wisdom that resides within you. May you find peace, joy, and fulfillment as you connect with your higher self and embrace the truth of who you are.